Heather, and today I'll be discussing biochemistry with you. Okay. First, you should understand that compound is bigger than an element, which is, again, bigger than an atom. Elements exist in many, oh wait, no, sorry. Compounds, I should discuss that first. Compounds is a combination of two or more elements. Elements is a substance that cannot be broken down. For example, sodium. Sodium exists as sodium. It can't be broken down even further. An atom is the is something that's smaller than the element, which exists as like the electrons, nucleus, protons, etc. Elements can exist in many forms. Um, and they compounds and when the elements bond together, they can they form different bonds, whether they are ionic or covalent. Ionic is not sharing. I totally forgot. And covalent is sharing. Um, In terms of chemistry, carbon atoms are the most versatile because they have four electrons, and that makes it easy to bond with any other element. And four main types of carbon-based molecules are carbohydrates, lipids, proteins, and nucleic acids. First off, carbohydrates are simple sugars. That's their building blocks. So the most basic sugar is monosaccharides, which can exist as glucose, fructose, or galactose. Um, when it gets more complicated, when there's more sugars that are bonded together, it becomes a polysaccharide, which can exist in the form of like spaghetti or bread. Carbs in plants. Plants also produce carbs as well, and they use it to stay sturdy. That's how like plants stay stand. Wait, that's how plants never bend. They're always upright. Lipids are nonpolar and are hydrophobic, which means that they're not attracted to water. Um, Lipids are very important in the cells because the cell membrane is made out of lipids. The form of the lipid that are made in the cell membrane is called the phospholipid, which exists with a head and a tail. The head is hydrophilic, which means it likes water, and the tails are hydrophobic, which means that they don't like water. An example of a lipid is cholesterol, and believe it or not, there are a few cholesterols in between the phospholipids in the cell membrane. Proteins are very involved in the body, whether it be in the muscles or for strength or in the other video, translation, transcription, all that stuff. The building blocks in this case is amino acids, and proteins are very complicated because depending on its shape and in the order of the amino acids, their function changes. So the picture on the lower right hand corner, that's what a protein looks like, and I would guess that that's the quaternary quaternary structure, the most complicated out of all the proteins compared to the primary double helix or the tertiary. But the shape, um, depending on the shape, it determines what they're involved with. Like, you would relate this to enzymes, basically. And the order of the amino acids the codon, depending on what codon it is, it codes for a different amino acid, basically. And lastly, the nucleic acid. There are two types, the DNA and the RNA. They're made up of ATGC, the adenosine, thymine, guanine, and cytosine. And uracil is only in RNA in place of the adenine. Oh wait, no, sorry. Which one is it? I totally forgot. Okay, it's okay. Um, it's in place of thymine. Yeah, sorry. um, okay, so these nucleotides are made up of a sugar, a phosphate group, and a nitrogen base, and these all form what we know as the double helix DNA. Um, if you have any questions, consult your biology teacher, and I hope this was helpful. Thank you.